can remember so vividly that night when you left me. I awoke to a crowded house full of people in tears, and to this day, after all these years, I can put myself into that exact time and place, because the memory of the night when you passed is something that someone just can't erase. And just so all of you know that are listening, I'm not sad, I'm not bitter, fixated, most certainly not depressed. So I can assure you that years down the road, I put these 4 things under arrest. Locked them up and gave them the death penalty, because I wasn't going to let these 4 things rule me, or school me, or make a fool of me, because I was too strong for that. And just at the age of 9, I had some pretty powerful emotions created in my heart and my mind. It was like we were one, because technically, we were. And my emotions could still potentially sporadically stir if I were to focus on the negative in this situation, but I can't. I never could, because there was this one major stipulation. I had already made an agreement with myself after you died that you had so many self-conflicting problems, and hate, and anger towards this world that you used to live in. It was so apparent to me after you died that you were so driven to leave this place. It was like you were in a race to see how fast you could go, because you died at the young age of 37, and I'm not sure if you're in hell or heaven, because only our Creator knows your heart. And if I could do it over again from the start, I wouldn't change anything, because the fact that I grew up without you made me into who I am today. Now, I'm not rejoicing or screaming hooray, but I must say, if I had totally grown up around you, your negativity and conflictions might have manifested in me. And I love you with all my heart, Father, but you just aren't the person that I desire to be. But what I can say is that you did love me. And your love for me was so strong and real that even though you're gone, I can still feel the touch of your loving hand in my growing heart, because you definitely made an imprint inside of me from the end, all the way back to the start when I was born on May 2nd, 1989, and it became a walking, talking piece of you. Looking back now, it's so easy not to factually misconstrue, because the fact is that your drug addictions and inner afflictions became your biggest downfall. And I know I don't know it all, but I do know that we as people are to take responsibility for our actions, our mistakes, or even a few white lies. It just so happens that your consequence was physical demise. So that's one of the many reasons that I'm perfectly okay, because even if you look at me and say, I know you have some hidden angry feelings deep down inside, so don't hide. You can't escape the fact that it really does reside. I would have to disagree, because if you're really listening to me, you'll truly see that me, Anthony Marshall Sullivan Jr., is holding his father fully responsible, because he was a full-grown man. And I believe with everything inside my heart that this is a part of God's premeditated plan. Your death was an unfortunate time in my life, that I can't lie, but I also can't deny the fact that there's no reason why I couldn't move on with myself, my life, my soul, and become whole. Because everyone always told me, well, your father had a very hard life. It was full of misdirection, hatred, and strife. Well, that's no excuse, because I'm walking, talking proof. I could have so easily focused on the fact that you missed Sweet 16, graduation, college orientation, and 2 beautiful grandchildren from your daughter that lives on the West Coast, and I think it's safe to say that she misses you the most. I could have so easily let these things attack me like an angry, emotional mob and focus on them every day and sob and sob and sob till my tear ducts left red and dried, all because my loving yet lost and confused father died. But instead, I accepted the reality of this situation, and as I stated in the beginning, it was me making that agreement to that major stipulation. And don't take offense, Father, I'm just being assertive on this past situation at hand. And I'm for real when I say the last 11 years have gone by so fast like hourglass sand. But here I stand today, perfectly okay. With each day better than the previous, I quit drinking, smoking weed, being socially mischievous. I'm becoming spiritually stronger with God each day as I grow, and I still love you, Father. These are just my feelings that I want everyone to know. But I do miss you and your love, and like I said, I'm not sure if you're up above or down below, and that's something I'll never know until I too pass. And I pray it isn't soon, but if it is, and so be it. But I so badly want to spread this love that you gave me to everyone so they can see it. And everyone always told me, your father was so good looking, you look just like him. Well, that I will agree with you about, because we're practically identical, and that ain't no doubt. Our smile, our feet, our hair, our facial expressions, and especially how we can give that amazing personal impression. Because you left 9 years worth of impression inside of me. And I pray you're above, but I know that your amazing ability to love was the best thing you had going for you besides me. So technically, we are still one. So I shall spread this love that you instilled in me, so to everyone it'll be like a plague to see, and even though you're gone, you'll live on through my legacy.